kicks to Holiday. Another miss by Houston. Nuggets have gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. Outside, Porter fires the three. It's rebounded by Houston.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Jokic against Şengün. Into the lane, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Şengün's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Houston. Murray against Van Vliet. Pass to Jokic. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Porter finds Jokic. It's stolen by Eason. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. And here's Smith. Jokic defending. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. For the Rockets, Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. And it's Green in for Aaron Holiday. Brooks with no one around. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Denver's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Thompson. Denver grabs the miss. Gordon's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Down low, here's Jokic. The kick out to Porter. Murray looking around. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Brown, and Thompson sends it back. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Rockets are gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now.
Oh, that's terrific anticipation from Jokic, embracing that shot attempt.
Here's Brown. Pass to Murray. Porter kicks to Murray. And another miss by Denver.
It was rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Count that one from Van Vliet.
And how about the leadership there from Van Vliet, ready to put this team on his back and give them that crucial bucket.
Jokic with the screen on Van Vliet. Murray outside. Here's Gordon from outside. Hits it from three-point range. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Ime Udoka's huddle. Now it's a close one, so Coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. We play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up, guys.
Thank you, David. Outside, Porter. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Houston.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Jokic passes to Porter. Now Murray. The kick out to Porter. Here's Brown. They get it back. Pass to Porter. On the wing, Murray. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. Here's Gordon. Here's Brown. He's off from 3. Brooks dishes to Green. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
The line for Houston, Green.
He makes the first of 3, and that makes it a 3-point lead. The second one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And no good. good on the third free throw. So he ends up going 2 of 3. And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out for the double. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, and just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that about
serve cold. The good young, we all grow old.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA Action. I grant two of them. West's most formidable squads going at it here.
You know, BA, looking to prove who is the one to beat in their conference. You love this elite level of competition. This is a chance to show who is the best in the West.
So the Houston starting five. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Alperon Şengün out there with Thompson. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. Here's Van Vliet. Outside for Brooks. Launches a 3. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist.
You gotta at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
The 3, James gets the 3 ball to go.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Got a hand on it. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Doncic missing. Houston with the ball. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
Back comes Houston in transition. Here's Thompson. The shot from the low post is good.
An underrated part of Green's game is the ability to see the floor and make his teammates better.
And here's Reeves outside. And again, the Lakers, no good. For Houston, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Green. Hachimura with a rebound. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And it's James with the jam.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
Şengün passes to Van Vliet. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Now here's Green. Şengün, a screen on Reeves. Here's Green. An easy 2 on the layup.
Showing off his inside game, which will complement Green's game on the outside. It'll force defenders to have to guard him in different places on the floor.
Doncic passes to Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Now here's Green. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. It's Hayes with the rebound. Şengün with a steal. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, well, the Rockets got a lot more organized with Coach Ime Udoka and their veteran additions, including point guard Fred Van Vliet, who said it's just having that poise and presence to slow things down and get guys where they need to be. Rein it in, get some structure, and maximize these guys' potential. BA?
Allie, a great floor general. Thanks for that. James can't get it to go. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Here's Thompson, and the shot goes in.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Lets the 3 fly, and it's Reeves with the 3.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Rockets have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Green, the pass to Thompson. And that comes off the assist by Green. Thompson's got 7 points.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
Doncic, good.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Clark, what catches your eye about Jalen Green at a fundamental level?
Well, it starts with his pure explosiveness. That just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody, okay? The way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift, and that's what stands out, his athleticism. And he's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Finney Smith checked in for Hachimura, and Connect subbed in for Reeves. Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets.
All systems are on go when LeBron has the ball behind the arc.
Van Vliet scanning the floor. Pass to Brooks. Here's Thompson. Knocked loose. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I like how Thompson put pressure on the D, taking it strong near the hole.
Houston shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success. Anything short of that is a failure.
And Houston making a change here. Şengün checked in for Smith. Eason comes in for Brooks. Whitmore's checked in for Green. And Holiday subbed in for Van Vliet. Thompson passes to Şengün. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Rockets ahead, up 5. And we'll be back. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Houston.
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
So the Houston 5 right now. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Whitmore is out there with Aaron Holiday, and it's Eason in at the 3.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Shot is good by Reeves.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
On the wing, Whitmore. Outside Eason. Now here's Holiday. He's covered by Vincent. Outside Whitmore. Pass to Smith. The 3 is up. No good there.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And here's Finney Smith from deep three-point land. The shot misses. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Whitmore. Here's Şengün. Outside Eason. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. They get it back. Goes up again. And Şengün finishes it off.
That is what Şengün brings this team. The ability to turn misses into makes, doing the dirty work down low.
Well, Clark, every player should know their leash with the officials.
Very much so, but I think most players should keep their mouths shut. There's too much yakking at officials, in my mind. It takes away from the beauty of the game. It's an eyesore, and I wish more players would just play and keep their mouths shut, especially when it comes to talking to the officials.
The Rockets lead by 7 to the paint. Here's Thompson. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Thompson's got 13 now.
Yeah, this is the kind of scorer this rookie can be. Thompson just doing whatever he wants right now. Yeah, just couldn't make the connection. But you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
The Lakers making a switch here. Goodwin's checked in. And a change for the Rockets. Smith's checked in. Thompson with it. Guarded now by Finney Smith. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Muscling through contact. This is where Şengün's at his best.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Doncic checked in. Brooks, he's checked in for the Rockets. Green comes in for Smith. The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track of being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
They get it again. Thompson against Hachimura. Outside for Green. Van Vliet, the pass to Green. Off the mark there with a 3. Lakers trail by 10. Here's Reeves. Poke loose. Green finds Thompson. The teardrop. Not going to go that time. Good D by Doncic. The Lakers have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Clark, it's special getting to call LeBron James games. How is the King still doing this at this age?
BA, I think there are guys that come along every 30, 40 years that are just different than other guys, other players. He's in that category. One of the all-time greats. And he's been at a high level for a long time, and it's remarkable to watch him do what he's doing at this age.
It's scooped up. Smith outside. Pass to Van Vliet. Three-pointer, Brooks. Sinks it from distance. Brooks has got 6.
And he's much more comfortable shooting off a pass. Brooks with a nice shot.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Jabari Smith Jr. is making some serious strides, and Coach Ime Udoka praised him and said his all-around game is confidence, great defensive versatility. He's starting to handle and make plays for others. Shooting is a huge asset for him, but we want him to post up and find his mid-range shots as well, where he can rise up over guys. Brian?
He is certainly one to watch, Allie. Thank you. Green for 3. Here's Thompson. tries yet again. And it's good on the layup. He's got 15.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Finney-Smith passes to James. Back to Finney-Smith. And Smith over to help. Now here's Doncic. Hachimura outside. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. Some changes for Los Angeles. Hayes comes in for Finney-Smith. And Reeves is subbed in for Goodwin. Houston leading by 8. Here's Thompson. And he banks in the layup. Thompson's got 6 in the quarter.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's James on the wing. 4-3. It's rebounded by Houston. Thompson in the post. Launches it from deep. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Houston Rockets earning this break in the action, up 10. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. More 2K action in just a moment. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Well, you got to like what we're seeing from Amin Thompson.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
At the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Luka Doncic is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. The Rockets went from 22 to 41 wins last year, finishing right at 500, Clark.
Great progress by Houston. Just missed the play-in in the West. They would have easily made that same play-in tournament in the East. A huge step forward for the Rockets, no doubt. And I think it's a team that can sustain that trajectory.
Doncic finds James. Outside Reeves. Back to Doncic. Pass to Reeves. Doncic on the wing from behind the arc. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Hachimura outside. And the 3 off target. And Brooks has got the ball here for the Rockets. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And it's good for 2. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
To the middle. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on LeBron James.
The sheer size of Thompson makes it difficult for defenders to match up well against him.
Thompson, 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Thompson. Lakers trail by 16. Here's Hayes driving in. The shot's good.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Now Thompson, 23 points in the game. Hachimura with a rebound.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Clark, Hachimura has always been a monster with a strength. He knows how to use his frame.
He sure does, and he has an ample frame, B.A. And working out with LeBron during the summer and training certainly hasn't hurt him in that regard. He knows how to use his body, but he's also become a pretty reliable three-point shooter and all-around scorer.
Second free throw, no good. Clark, what's incredible about LeBron? He makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
B.A., I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing, how he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world. He's a tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a shrewd and successful businessman, and he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks and inspiring along the way.
And the basket by Hachimura.
A smart decision maker with a versatile skill set. Hachimura always takes the shots that he's comfortable with.
Here's Thompson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Rui Hachimura. Houston shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. Finney Smith checked in for Los Angeles. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Eason's checked in for Brooks.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Basket's good. The Rockets lead by 9. Down low. Here's Thompson. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Thompson's got 9 points now in the quarter. Reeves, the pass to Finney Smith. And here's Doncic outside. Rockets with a rebound. At one point, they led by 16. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Lakers.
Tough to catch a pass of that distance. He's asking an awful lot of his teammate to be able to reel that one in.
For Los Angeles, they've gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. And here's Reeves outside. And they recover it. James outside. Outside Reeves. Just 5 to shoot. Back to James. Thompson with a steal. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. Houston making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. And Whitmore subbed in for Thompson. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And Doncic puts up a deep 3. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Houston leading by 11. Inside, the kick out to Van Vliet. Outside, Green. Outside Whitmore. Puts up a deep 3. They get it back. Here's Easton. From 6 feet out, he nails it. And the Rockets lead by 13.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Here's Green. Blocked! And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Some changes now for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for Hayes. Connect comes in for James. And Vincent is subbed in for Doncic. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Adams checked in for Fred VanVleet. Right side Whitmore. Over Reeves. And Whitmore gets it to go on the assist by Green.
Nice to see such unselfish play from Green, putting the team ahead of himself.
Outside Vanderbilt. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Vincent. And no good. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. And here we go, the Rockets in transition. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And I like to see this from Smith. Pushing the action, not just hanging around the perimeter.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
Over to the wing, and here's Connect outside. It's not going to go for him. He got it up. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down.
Amen Thompson, he is feeling it tonight, and he's been the driving force for Houston, totaling 26 points and showing no signs of letting up anytime soon. We'll be back in a moment. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Cam Whitmore out there with Aaron Holiday. And it's Eason in at the 3, the small forward. And that one misses.
The definition of a stretch 4. Finney Smith is a really valuable offensive player.
Thompson, he's checked in for Houston. And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. The Rockets lead by 18. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the foul on Jabari Smith. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Hachimura. Here's Connect. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
It's James on the wing. Fires the three. James from distance. Easy work.
You know, what's so impressive to me is the defense is trying to make adjustments, but LeBron's making even quicker reads. That's his IQ at work.
Thompson with it. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Over and back. Goodwin's checked in for Los Angeles. Milton comes in for Vincent.
Substitution for your Lakers. Goodwin.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. James passes to Finney-Smith. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 3 assists now in this one. Thompson in the post. James is there. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And the Lakers with some changes. Hayes is checked in for Finney-Smith, and Vincent is subbed in for Milton. Vincent outside. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 8 rebounds in the game. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. Some changes now for the Lakers. Reeves comes in for Goodwin, and Doncic has subbed in for Vincent.
Reeves. Luka Doncic.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart. Show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. The 4th team foul.
The Lakers on D. A great fourth quarter. Just give it up to...
Not known for showing off, Doncic with the highlight reel jam. Did I say that? Wow.
Thompson in the post. Check by James.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Doncic outside. Takes a 3. Hachimura outside. The 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Here's Thompson. Hachimura with the defensive effort.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, it looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
Here's James. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. The Rockets lead by 12.
And now I think they've got to be really careful with the defensive end. They're over the limit much earlier than they should be.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
You know something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
Thompson finds Brooks. Back to Thompson.
2 minutes remain in this ballgame.
Up and over Doncic. Shot's good by Thompson. Thompson's got 31 points.
Yeah, a shot that's proved difficult for Thompson. That should give him all kinds of confidence.
Drops in the three.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
And, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Out to James for three. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 7 assists in the game.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufactured looks from outside the arc.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
On the wing, Reeves fires the three. And Los Angeles, another three.
Luke is so smart to get other guys involved in the action. Very good at not forcing it and trying to do everything himself.
Blocked! On the wing, Reeves. This one for three. Oh, it's blocked by Green. 1:05 left to play in the fourth. Doncic with a block.
Luka's sheer size makes him a mismatch for most guards.
Hachimura outside. And there's James from the arc. He can't get it to go. And Houston has possession. They led by as many as 18. Thompson's shot is off. Now Los Angeles with it. Trailing by 8. Hachimura finds James. And again, the Lakers, no good. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Thompson. There's the drive. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
And slam dunk by James. There's 14 seconds left in the final quarter. And Thompson gets the three. Thompson's got 42 in the game.
A confident shot from Amen. I mean, when he trusts his J, Thompson is that much more difficult to check.
And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in the Allie. Thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Greg.
Given the veteran talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams, so expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Hachimura out there with Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the one. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. And stolen by LeBron. Doncic finds Reeves. Puts up a deep three. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
From way back there. I mean, LeBron's just showing off now.
On the wing, Gordon. And he gets it to go off the back of the rim.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Hayes the pass to James. And now just over a minute played here in the first.
Watch out. LeBron's on the move, and he's not going to be denied.
And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
And it's Doncic missing.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Jokic kicks to Gordon. Pass to Brown. And it's off from three-point range. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Stolen by Gordon. On the wing, Murray. Guarded by Doncic. Offensive rebound. Back to Murray. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Gordon dishes to Murray. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. It's a tie ball game.
And that's what you're looking to do. Get your best scorers something within the flow of the offense.
And it's sent back by Jokic. It's tipped. Porter against James. Brown the pass to Jokic. Here's Brown. Another three for Denver.
And I feel like Jokic has 360-degree vision. I mean, no matter where the open man is, he's going to find it.
On the wing, Murray. To the left wing. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Christian Brown. And the Lakers also making a change. Finney Smith's checked in. First quarter of play, we're on 3 minutes in. Murray finds Gordon. Back to Murray. And here's Porter. The kick out to Westbrook. 4 on the clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Watson, he's checked in for Denver. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Connect, he's checked in for Austin Reeves. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first. Here's Connect. Jokic grabs the miss.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And we all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clear.
Lakers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. All free throws good from Doncic.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. Here's Jokic, and finally they hit one.
And if Jokic has the position inside, forget it.
Three-pointer. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Hayes the pass to Finney Smith. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Pass to Gordon. Three-pointer. A rebound by the Lakers.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And stolen by Gordon. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Westbrook. Jokic has got his second basket of the game.
And you got to be aware of where Jokic is on the break. Analyzes transition situations and takes advantage of it.
Denver leading by 5. Gordon kicks to Westbrook. To the paint. Here's Jokic. It's rebounded by Doncic. And here's James outside. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that concludes the first quarter of play. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Denver.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
Dario Saric is out there with Peyton Watson. Then it's Porter. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Dropper in at the 2 spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Reed.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Hooked away. And Jared Vanderbilt gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here. Brown's checked in. And then for the Lakers, Hachimura is checked in for Vanderbilt. And Goodwin subbed in for Connect. And it's Goodwin with the ball for Los Angeles. Here's Vincent. It's hauled in by Watson.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
But when Porter is attacking, the defense is in trouble. Have to respect his ability to put it on the floor.
Here's Reeves. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. Out left to the wing, to the inside. Here's Saric. The kick out to Westbrook. Here's Porter. Here's Saric. And he banks in the lane. Saric has got his first basket.
And the anticipation of Saric, outstanding at staying engaged and just eating up those rebounds.
Stolen by Reeves. Here's Hachimura. It's stolen by Watson. Got a piece of it. Inside. Brown shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first
Austin Reeves picks one up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
21st pick in the 2022 draft, Christian Brown, who won a title with Denver during his rookie year. And their coach, Michael Malone, used him in certain situations, and he flourished.
Well, you know, Kevin, he won a college championship the year before. This guy's played in a lot of high-pressure games, and that is what has given Michael Malone the confidence to go with him. He was ready for those moments.
Ready indeed. Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. And the Lakers also making a change. Doncic has checked in. The kick out to Porter. Shoots the 3. And another miss by Denver. Lakers trail by 7. Doncic finds James. Fires from way outside. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Westbrook. Here's Brown. Goes up high for the 2-handed dunk.
Capable of racking up assists. Westbrook has a feel for when his guys are open.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And I could talk about coaching with you from morning till night, but what's the most difficult part of coaching that maybe the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, there's probably a lot of things like that, Kevin, so I'll just give you one. When you're coaching a star player who's on the decline a little bit, in his own mind, he's still that guy he was in his best years, but you have to limit his role, not get him as many shots, things like that, and there can be some tension, and it's with a guy that you have huge, huge respect for.
That's a great example. Coaching an aging star. Very different. Hachimura, no good.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And here's Jokic outside. The Nuggets with another miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The three for Doncic. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Seems like everyone's taking long threes these days, but Doncic has natural power in those legs. Generates range with ease.
Now here's Murray. Brown the pass to Murray. Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 5. Jokic trying to free himself up. Here's Brown. In the corner, Murray with it. Outside Westbrook. Here's Brown. Covered by LeBron.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Hachimura finds Finney Smith. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Denver. Gordon comes in for Russell Westbrook. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for the Lakers. Austin Reeves comes in for Goodwin. From deep, Reeves. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 8 rebounds in this game. Gordon with it. And Hachimura picks him up defensively. Lakers trail by 7. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Reeves. Back to Hachimura. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Just solid with the jump shot. Hachimura helps your offense in a number of ways. In that case, spacing the floor.
Murray kicks to Gordon. Back to Murray. Got it! Oh, what a hit!
That is such a tough shot. Well, that's a gut punch to him to have. Just demoralizing.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And so Doncic will bring it up for L.A. 7-point differential. Taking a look at the Lakers. In at forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Luka Doncic out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at the 5 spot. Denver shooting not great, 40% for the game. We know very few players in the league, Stan, can put up points with the ease that Michael Porter Jr. can do.
One of the prettiest shots in the league, Kevin. He's got great size, he's got that high release, and he gets it off quick. When he's shooting it well, he can take over a game.
And he rebounds well, too. He does other things in addition to scoring.
Well, that's where he's really improved, doing those other things.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
James, the pass to Hachimura. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Murray, no good. Lakers trail by 9. From downtown, kept alive. Here's LeBron. No good with the layup. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. This summer, we saw the NBA break up its draft into 2 days. The next idea, a bigger break between the draft and the start of free agency. The common thread is giving front offices more time to strategize around these highly consequential decision periods in the NBA calendar. Kevin?
Interesting, D.A. Thank you. And for the Lakers, they're shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Reeves can't hit.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
First team foul.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Good on the three-point shot. Jokic has got the lead up to 14 now for the Nuggets. And a deep three from Doncic. And again, unable to change momentum here. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Gordon finds Murray. And again, Denver with the triple.
And the best scorers, like Murray, they believe every shot they take is going in, no matter how deep they are on the floor. And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Hachimura, no good. Denver leading by 17. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by the Nuggets.
Pass to Gordon. Back to Murray. On the wing, Porter. He's covered by Hachimura. Now Porter. It's up a three. A rebound by the Lakers. Hachimura's got his 5th rebound in this one. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Now, that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no,
yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Here's Reeves. Michael Porter making his last shot. From range, LeBron is good.
And you know James isn't thinking twice about that shot. He knows he has the green lights.
And there is a whistle, and it's going to go on Jackson Hayes.
Second team foul.
That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Denver. Sharch checked in for Gordon. Peyton Watson comes in for Christian Brown. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Murray. And then for the Lakers, Dorian Finney-Smith checked in for Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for Hachimura. And it's Connect in for LeBron. Connect with it, guarded by Porter. Here's Vanderbilt. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic just got rebound number 13 with that last one. That's tipped. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Vanderbilt. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. The Nuggets leading by 12. Jokic rising up.
Oh, Jokic with attitude there. Love it.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. Here he goes. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Doncic has got 6 in the quarter.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Sharch finds Jokic. There's Porter with the 3. No good. And so it's the Denver Nuggets up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. There's... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
First team foul.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Jordan. Peyton Watson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's John Shaw in at the power forwards position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Back to Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Denver needs to get off his shot. Jokic, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot before second violation. This league, Stan, is so deep with talent. Are there any players who you think get overlooked in the conversation?
That's a great question, Kevin. I mean, there are some guys who I think get underrated because they play with other guys who are so talented and draw the attention. One guy that I have really seen lately that I think has been better than people think is Grayson Allen, the best three-point shooter or one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA and a very underrated defender.
And he's evolving, isn't he? Looks like he's working on other parts of his game, but he's always been able to shoot, which has been his calling card.
And he's a much more athletic guy than people give him credit for.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, the rebounding battle tells the story. There's a big gap between them right now.
Murray's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Goodwin's checked in for Los Angeles. The Nuggets leading by 13. Murray, the pass to Brown. From deep three-point territory. Murray, no good. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's James. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Nuggets have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Porter finds Gordon for 3. Murray hits the three-point bomb. And the Nuggets lead by 16.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of the shooting.
Yeah, the score is also the result of quality defense. These teams are almost doing more on that end.
Some changes for the Lakers. Hayes is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Austin Reeves comes in for Goodwin. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Vincent.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
The shot's good from Hayes.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
Nuggets ball.
Hachimura against Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Murray, good.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Now Gordon following Hachimura's three-point attempt. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Gordon kicks to Jordan. Gordon, the pass to Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And that's a big reason why Jordan's field goal percentage is always so high, because most of his finishes come right at the rim.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
And the basket by Gordon.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flows.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And now here's Goodwin, the fast break chance. Los Angeles with another miss. And here's Denver. They're on a 15-5 run. Here's Westbrook, and he makes good on the layup.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
Vincent misses. Denver's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Denver.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Aaron Gordon.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Uppers checked in, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Who's ball?
1:02 left in the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
And also, they continue to take advantage on the offensive glass. Those extra possessions paying off in second chance points.
Now here is Hachimura. 6 to shoot. Will it go? Reeves can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Hayes with the steal. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's James. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And again, the Lakers no good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Thank you for that, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So now for Greg...